Training your budgie. How to tame a parakeet. A guide to making friends with your new pet budgie. First, the easiest way to hand train your new pet is to start with a baby budgie. Baby budgies have black button eyes, with no pupil or iris easily distinguished. They sometimes have a black tip on their beak, and often have dark stripes on their head feathers. The cere, the fleshy bit right on the top of their beak, will be soft and smooth. Budgies are ready to leave their parents at approximately 7 to 8 weeks old. Any budgie under 16 weeks of age is a baby and will be a good candidate for finger training and teaching to talk. Ask that his flight feathers be trimmed so he can't fly off and hurt himself while you are getting to know each other. Many people request a male budgie, incorrectly, thinking that only male budgies can learn to speak. Females can talk too. Mature males and females have different colored series. Males have bright blue series. Females can have pink or beige or even very pale blue series. You cannot accurately tell the gender of a budgie by looking at its cere until it is approximately 20 to 24 weeks old. A bird that age may be much harder to hand train, and it will take longer for a bird that age to bond with its new family. Privacy policy and cookies. We at the Hagen Group take your privacy very seriously, and as such we have updated our privacy and cookies policy to make it clearer how we use your personal data, including how we use cookies and similar technologies, cookies, to help give you the best experience on our site and to show you relevant advertising. If you continue to use this site, we'll assume that you're happy to receive all cookies. Privacy policy. Facebook 270. Training your budgie. Most adult budgies instinctively know how to care for and raise their offspring. Your role during the initial stages will usually be monitoring the progress and development of the chicks. Baby budgies are usually cared for by their parents, so you only need to prepare for their arrival by ensuring the parents are comfortable. You can provide a nesting box, give ample food to the mother, provide a warm spot away from other budgies, and keep the area quiet and calm. Unfortunately, not all budgies are good at raising their young. If a hen lacks access to nutritious food, especially calcium, her health can suffer, reducing her willingness and ability to look after her babies. So, you need to make the parent budgies' lives easier by providing everything they need. Male and female budgies take care of their young until they begin to feed on their own. The male usually goes out to look for food and fills the crop of his partner. The female feeds the chicks and later covers them under her wings to provide them with warmth. Only step in if you notice that the parent budgies have abandoned the chicks or they're not well fed. The parents will care for their chicks as best as they can, but it's important to monitor the progress of the baby budgies, especially during the first few weeks. For instance, if you notice that the chicks have respiratory issues or signs of illness, the female may not be properly maintaining her nest. If so, clean out the nesting box. There's a chance the mother will refuse to return to the nest at this point, meaning that you may need to hand rear the chicks. However, it's better than the entire brood dying. Help the chicks wean at about 4 weeks. Baby budgies will start coming out of the nest and begin to wean. They won't be fully reliant on you. Step 1. Make your budgie feel very comfortable in your home. Your budgie is not able to develop a good relationship with you if she feels unsafe. One thing to note is that a budgie's safe haven is her cage, so if she feels insecure she will stay there. You should keep her cage in a room where you and your family spend a lot of quality time, but also where she can get her rest at night. Budgies need entertainment but sleep as well. They need approximately 10 to 12 hours of sleep a night and must be sheltered from drafts and sudden noises. Step 2. Establish a connection of trust between you and your feathery companion. Now that she feels at ease in and out of her cage, you can work on building her trust in you. Always approach your budgie very calmly and speak to her in a soothing tone, as you would to a baby. Remaining calm around her will allow her to see you as a friend and not a threat. You should note to never grab your bird. Instead, let her come to you when she's ready to be handled. This helps build trust between you and her and helps train your budgie. Step 3. This next step is essential. Make sure you spend enough time with your budgie. Quantity is just as important as quality. When you're devoting time to your bird. In nature, budgies live in flocks, so it's even more important to spend one-on-one time with her if she's the only bird in the home. Step 4. Handle your budgie with extreme care. Pet her softly and give her occasional treats from your hand to develop your affectionate bond. Budgies like being scratched on their heads and under their wings. They love receiving affection from their owners, and it's an unlimited resource, so why not give it away generously? Step 5. Tame your budgie. Taming a parakeet means training her to the point where she can follow some basic commands and can be loose in your home without destroying your possessions or doing her business outside the cage. If your budgie is tamed, she'll be able to spend even more time with you, and will be happy that she's allowed to roam free. Also, the time spent with your budgie doing this amount of training will establish a strong and lasting bond. Not to mention that letting her roam free is the biggest sign of trust between the two of you. If you follow these simple tips, then your budgie will be loving you in no time. It's all about quality time and building a bond that can last a lifetime. Remember, think of your budgie as a friend, not just a bird, because this mindset is what leads to a healthy relationship with both you and your kids. Budgies need at least an hour a day of your direct attention at the minimum. It doesn't have to be all at once, you can spread it over a few short sessions. She will also appreciate just being around you and your family throughout.